well, we're locked in, you know, we're really committed to this sort of locked in at 30, so it's just always consistent, it's always smooth, even if you're going into the most ridiculous, massive, epic Helm's Deep scale battle and you've got multiple dragons, everything's on fire, there's hundreds of guys on screen, it's just insane. You know,
but then you ratchet up the little details, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. But even then with all of that insanity going on, which are these really big, intense combat moments, you don't lose any of the responsiveness or the flow or just that great feel that, you know, makes our combat so good.
Very cool. All right, well, let's look at some of the combat here. For the blue.
He's definitely blue.
Us.
Yep.
And we're going to see some real combat here, which is amazing with these forces. And, you know, I got to play this a few weeks ago. I mean, great sense of strategy, obviously, as you sort of go through, get to make choices on how you're going to engage in the battle here.
Yeah, so and also, the army that you bring in with you.
Enjoy this, boys!
So the personalities of these guys, the stories that you build up with them, and the scale of it, it's just immense. Because that's the thing, like basically the team, you know, we said, so we had this game, Shadow of Mordor, and we just wanted to make it bigger in every dimension. So now we've got hundreds of guys, we've got more detail on all of those guys, we've got massively more variation with the Nemesis system on them all, we've got the fire and the destruction system, we've got these massive forts. So it's just every single dimension, it got massively expanded. So here, Evan's actually, what he's done is he's used Shadow Strike. So he's gone up and he's taken control of one of these siege beasts. And now he can actually take that, which was a big threat to us, and turn that back on the enemies. And he can now start raining destruction down on this first victory point to help us capture it. A little bit of friendly fire on our own guys, but they'll probably forgive us for that. And then make sure he destroys that so we don't leave it back for the enemy to take over again. And then coming down to the first victory point here.
Capture it.
Away from my fortress, or I'll crush you like the man dung you are.
Okay, so he's not too happy about us coming here to take that over, but Evan's in a hurry. So we've got our 10 minutes. And then also, even beyond all of these sort of millions of possibilities of their different strengths and weaknesses, their personalities affect the combat as well. So if they get enraged, they go into a frenzy, which makes them even more dangerous in combat. And then we can see he's cursed as well. So these cursed attacks actually take away some of our power.
Look at that. God, I love the fluidity of that, right?
Yeah,
I mean, it's just like, you know.
Okay, he's going to, oh, that's actually one of the tribal weapons this guy's going to use. Oh, got away. Oh, okay, that was close. Let's see how he goes. But something we've really, the levels that you see of the enemies, all the classes we've added to the enemies, all of the tribes, so just no two of these guys are going to be the same. Now that wall's burst through as well from our artillery. And then every fight that you have is going to create a new story, and either having these guys join your army and become part of your story that way, or potentially fighting to the death or becoming an enemy. So our guys occupied here, bang, and we can take the
victory point captured
and grab some epic loot there as well. So depending on how powerful the enemies are, what your story is with them, we then have the whole gear system. And then the fun thing, in order to make the gear actually even build more stories, you get a little challenge on the gear, and if you unlock that, that unlocks additional traits on the weapon, and also little quotes that help you remember that personal story with that orc.
Oh, I mean, as the scale of the game increases, you said Nemesis system, how it's going to sort of scale over the game, and that's what makes it so much more memorable. You know, characters that are going to remember in more ways.
Yeah, it's more epic and more personal, which I think is definitely fits with Middle Earth and with that kind of epic fantasy as well. Okay, see if we. I don't know how far we're going to be able to get through this fort assault in the time we have.
But
he's charging through.
I have faith that he's going to get through all the way through it, through all these victory points, as long as he doesn't die and have to reset back to the beginning of the assault, which I had to do once when I was playing a few weeks ago.
Oh. Okay, so Celebrimbor actually took out Olrock the Biter.
Yeah.
Some more loot.
There's just so much going on, but it's, you know, people know from this game, it's like, you know, it's so fluid, and you never feel out of control, you never feel stuck, and it's like what I love is that you can sort of get in and out of all this combat.
Dragon landed on us, a little bit chaotic. But okay, we'll get it.
It's early in the day.
Yeah.
As you get through more demos today, he'll be great.
But okay, one of our guys is even bleeding out here. But that thing of having this massive scale and all of this chaos, but the combination, I think, of the UI team, the animation team, the AI team, of actually enabling you to control this chaos, to have the skills in combat and to have the tools at your disposal and your allies to help you out as well.
It looks absolutely incredible. I mean, the scale of what you guys are putting together is just incredible, Michael. So thank you for
so much.
coming by to show it to us. Of course, coming out, as you said, October 10th across all the platforms. We can't wait to check it.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Yes.